Hey, Beaned.
Hello.
Hello, Shorty. So, yeah.
Okay, let me just turn down the music.
We're going to.
Well, my multimedia is like 100 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the one invited, but still, welcome.
Welcome. Yeah. Yes. So basically, if you wouldn't mind talking about your thoughts behind what made you decide to make a game inside here, what choose freeze tag, just anything that comes to the top of your head, and we'll also go to the lounge maybe while we're doing that too. Before we start off with the game.
Oh yeah, we can discuss some things in there. Like at the meantime,
Yeah.
just.
This is the spectator area. Okay, open the door for so nice, so nice.
Keep the door open for our guests, you know, and then just okay, okay, whatever. So the idea initially actually came from Shorty. He brought it up, and he basically was asking me specifically to come and help with this cool concept. I've never heard of freeze tag before this. So the first was like him trying to explain how freeze tag works, and a lot of the cases it was like I made something and it's like, oh, but like in like we might have it like this differently so it's more accurate to being freeze tag. But yeah, basically the idea came fully from Shorty, and I thought it was great. We were initially planning for it a little bit before the MMC. We didn't do anything. So when MMC came around, like, hey, we didn't do anything with this project. It was literally just an idea. Let's do it for MMC. And it turned out, I would say, pretty good. There's some bugs here and there that I have to work out. Obviously, after MMC is done, I will get to that immediately. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty alright, and people seem to enjoy it. So I mean, that's an extra. That's a plus, I say. There's a few features in here, in the lounge area here, where you can like spectate people on here if there's something going on. Currently, there's no game because no one's playing. It'll tell you. But if the game's going
correct?
on,
That's from an above view, correct?
that is a top view camera, indeed.
Okay.
We might change that a little bit with like hidden layers where it's like a little circle that goes over a player to indicate better. At the moment, I think you can like pretty well determine like what's going on. Just only the names, you don't know who is who. But that's definitely not like it. Obviously, the spectator thing is not the big thing around this entire project. But yeah. We pretty much like Shorty did all, I was gonna say most, but he did pretty much all the buildings in here. Everything that has been built is practically Shorty. I did mostly the coding behind the project, like the logics and some of the UI. So we got some external help here and there. That's all in the in the credits. But mostly it was me and Shorty that worked on this, and we got a bunch of people that playtested this. I appreciate every single one of them, because if this didn't get playtested, it would have been. Let me just say it would have been a buggy wreck. There were so many bugs that came up during playtesting that I could fix before the end of MMC, and I'm grateful for every single one of them that they came here to like test out this world.
would you recommend people that are entering in like next year's contest or any other type of game jam, like any type of playtesting, like any type of advice saying like, hey, should you make this and then finish it by a certain amount of time, or like any type of advice in that regard, like as far as playtesting?
For other game creators?
Yeah, for other game creators, like the things that you ran into, what advice would you give to someone else in that kind of area?
Like, if you're making a game world like this, like, have it so if you have a playable game loop already, like not all the visual, like don't focus on the visual stuff first, focus on the game loop and playtest it. Because if that doesn't work, the rest is kind of, you know, if it doesn't work, then all the visual stuff that like it might be cool, but oh well, like playtesting is very, very important. I noticed that, like, holy damn, I'm so I'm happy that we did it a few times, because every time there was like, oh god, this bug can't be in there, otherwise no one's gonna be able to play it.
Do you mind while we like kind of giving advice while we look around at this, kind of give the viewers kind of like see what's going on here inside the spectator room?
Of course, that's why
so
we're
kind
here,
of
right?
Yeah. So this is the kitchen area, and so on stream, someone had a question which I think would work for both Shorty and for Beaned, and that's the question is, what was something you learned during the building experience, Beaned? And Shorty, since you're also building, so which is something you learned?
Experience.
Yeah, so the building experience of this.
This whole entire, like, you mean this whole entire cabin, or like just everything else that
Everything, I think.
Okay. It was interesting, just learning new techniques, especially when I'm like in desktop, and it's kind of like people think I have like limitations like on Neos, but it's like it's not true, because you have like you have like the same standards as like VR players, and like I just created all this in desktop, and like I had some help from you, Metra, from like the textures and stuff like that, and like it just went on from there. Like I just planned it out what I was gonna build, and then I just saw it through it. So yeah.
Oh, do you mean the Stilet, the ones that are like from the share folder from Electrospy?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go upstairs and with sculpting, did you run into any troubles or any type of issues, Shorty?
I don't think so. Oh, wait.
Oh, after you go ahead.
Yeah, colliders was one.
You all go first.
I was thinking we did not have any problems, but colliders was one.
I see.
I mean, most of this is pretty much done in Neos. It wasn't a lot of sculpting other than the arena itself, right?
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Did you end up doing layout, or was who all helped with the layout? Was that primarily you, as far as the?
I think that was just primarily me with the arenas and stuff like that. Like I wanted this to feel like something that, like, if the name tells it all, it's freeze tech, and like I just wanted like a place where people can like hang out and like just like AFK for a while, where the other players are just like playing the game itself. So like just like a hangout area.
This was made by Small Cookie and coffee, if you don't mind.
Right.
A little bit of
Toxic
coffee.
It was Toxic Cookie.
I'm sorry, wrong cookie. My bad. And so you can definitely get yourself trashed. Oh. And then I'll run upstairs really quickly and let's get some. Like, we've all been patient.
Obviously,
Now,
yeah.
Did you find?
This is just a hangout area.
I know. So.
Just to show the public
When you're
folder
on
though.
desktop, do you find it difficult? Do you find it difficult to make things for VR users to be able to use, or do you get a lot of feedback so you know that maybe something needs to be moved a little bit or changed in scale or other things like that?
I don't know.
See, this is
I don't
better
feel
look
I don't feel any trouble when like doing that, because I think I am using like Lucas's locomotion.
Okay.
Yeah, locomotion tool, and I applied it onto my avatar, and it applies all the same features like a VR user would use. Like if I wanted to move something, I could just easily like just move it, and like I could straighten it up. Like it just feels like it. Yeah, like desktop is like really good to use if you don't want to use VR and stuff like that. So yeah.
Shall we get to some freeze tag?
Yes.
Sure. We need to show this. This is my favorite part of the launch, though.
What's the hold up? Let's go.
Oh, we forgot about this. Hold on.
遊んでみますって
Hold
こと
on.
ですね。
Whoops. So, just in case you want to shift, Beaned always representing the memes. If you grab. Okay. Awesome.
Alright, let's go.
Let's get to it. Alright. And so there's instructions here. We'll kind of just talk it through. So the way to play the game, for all you that haven't played it before, is you use the triggers to cause the freeze to grow, freeze orbs to grow. There's a freeze one
Actually,
for.
that's not completely
Okay.
true.
Sure. You should describe it for me better than. Whoops. Oh no.
Basically, when you press join behind you in a minute after the explanation, you will be put into a Neo spot, and that Neo spot is rigged especially for this game mode. When the game mode starts, you'll all be teleported into the arena we get to pick, and if we have picked the arena, and the game mode is going on, you will get like orbs around your hands. 2 orbs. So the orbs are basically the main interaction, like the way you interact with anything in here. If you are a freezer, you will be blue, like here. If you're a freezer, they're the minority. Basically, for standard, I think for every 10 players, there's 1 freezer. The freezer just needs to chase all the runners, which is the red guys. And he needs to freeze them by holding the orb inside their head or their hands. Both are good. And if you are a runner, you can unfreeze people. If you are frozen, you cannot unfreeze people though. Only when you're not frozen. If you're frozen, you won't be able to move. You are frozen in place. And other people that are not frozen yet, that are runners, can come and unfreeze you by the same way the freezer freezes you, just holding your hands onto their hands or onto their head. Though unfreezing takes longer than freezing. Freezing is immediately. Unfreezing takes about 3 seconds.
Okay. Do you have to stay still when you're doing that too?
Doesn't have to, but it helps. Obviously, you just need to keep each other's hands inside the circle or head. For desktop, I think it's currently broken. Sorry. That's a little bit of a I know it's a little bit of a letdown, but I will fix it definitely. I think we're mostly in VR. I'm sorry, Jordy.
Just make sure to mention the admin, like the admin settings, like
obviously
box.
If you are a admin or if you're a higher rank like moderator or builder in here, you will have the panel next to the play sign to basically adjust everything in here. Medra, I think you're.
Can you get
I'm hosting it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, can you give me a minute?
Basically, you can edit everything in there. Can you see this thing?
Not yet, but there's. Do you mind giving me admin permissions, Frixius?
Yeah, I'll give it.
You already have Builder.
Oh,
should
I
be
don't
he's
see it right now,
admin
but
now,
I've seen it
okay.
before.
It pops up like it takes a while to update because it's not constantly updating.
There it is.
Okay. So you get to change the start ratio, which is like how many people need to be ready to start. The minimum players, which is 2. I should probably make that a little bit higher. The start timer, which is 10 seconds till voting starts. Vote timer is 20 seconds, so you get a little more time to vote for which arena. The round length is 180 seconds. That can be changed too. The frozen percentage is 20, so there will be now two frozen people for each 10 players.
Oh, okay.
And the unfreeze time is 3 seconds for the runners. That's all we need to know, I guess. Have fun.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's join.
Let's go.
If you click on the ready up sign behind your name.
I also have one more thing to mention. And when you start, in the back of your hand, you're gonna see a timer. For runners, you're gonna have to use the timer to see when you're unfreezing the person.
What's that? I'm sorry. Can you?
I'm saying that there is gonna be a timer in the back of your hand, and in that timer, you're gonna see a red bar filling up the timer, and that tells you that you're unfreezing the person.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know.
It's new.
Oh no. Yes, yes. Oh no.助けて。ちょっと待って、氷が多くない？多くない氷。助けて。いまいちどうやって溶かすのかがわからなかったんだけど。3秒当てるみたいです。3秒当てる。
All right. Go VR assist.
I mean, he'll be fine. He'll join, but.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's just if the majority is.
Amazing. And it chooses the majority, doesn't it?
It's a percentage actually, so one can be picked, but it's just higher percentage rate.
Oh, interesting.
So one of the arenas gets monopolized. Just well, in this case.
りした。フリーズ。あれまだ
最後まで逃げ切ったら勝ちやね。
So Beaned There was a long one. Oh my god, so good! You're so good! Wow, wow.
あ、フリーザーだったんだ。難しいよ。ちょっと。フリーザー強いな、でも。
I think so, yeah. Was honorable mention. 一回青側に回りたい。
Beaned Shorty0w0, what would you like to next with this? Would you like to add more maps or any type of? Is there any future plans with the
More
maps?
maps for sure, and fix a lot of the bugs that are happening sometimes. So, yeah, definitely more maps would be amazing.
I'm already starting on maps already.
Support.
Have you thought about any custom map support where people might be able to submit maps that they build?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I just don't know how.
They would probably send me or send one of us the maps and we just check it out.
Oh, okay. Where's the other freezer?
これ終わんないんじゃない？
Exciting.
Need some more balancing.
I think we should have had it to 2 people for freezers.
My bad, I'm sorry.
Is there any type of other thoughts on balancing the maps that you've noticed? The things that like you would like to change or?
Yeah, this map could use a little bit more love in terms of balancing, obviously. But what I'm thinking of is probably power-ups would also be making it more interesting, where the freezer or the runners can have power-ups.
What kind of power-ups do you think you'd like to see?
Maybe a
I got one
temporarily
already.
speed boost or something like that.
I kind of got one already. It was brought up by Nex and like a chili pepper that like unfreezes the person since they're frozen or something like that.
Maybe.
Oh, this one is just a bit too ruthless.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was playing with the values. I feel bad now.
But that's all about this is all about learning and figuring out what works within a mechanic, how big can a map be.
And having lots of people have fun in the world.
This certainly will be a game mode that people are going to be playing.
I sure hope
Just
so.
taunting him at this point. Oh.
Well, cool. Thank you.
Only one.
Wasn't fair.
Well, thank you for sharing this with us. Anything that you would like to mention, Beaned and Shorty, like as far as final thoughts on like if someone were to want to build a social type of world that's a social gaming world, any type of suggestions or thoughts?
Just have fun making it. I don't know. It's like,
I mean, we had fun making it. Like,
if you are if you're wanting to make a game world in here, just go ahead. Don't worry if people are gonna like it or not. Just basically worry about whether you're going to like it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know it sounds a little
Absolutely.
cheesy.
I've heard writers say the same thing, that they'll say, make it for yourself. There's other people that'll be like you and that will end up liking it. And don't make it for just the popularity reasons.
I would say you do eventually make it so other people will enjoy it. And I know, but like, you gotta find a balance between it, I guess.
True.
Like if you're not enjoying making whatever you're making, but you're like basically down like people will enjoy this, but I'm making this just because of people will enjoy it. That's not, you know.
Good point. Well, thank you, Beaned and Shorty, for explaining like your process and other things. This was awesome. It was a lot of fun. As you can tell, like Orange is like
checking it out.
excellent at this.
I'm happy people are enjoying it.
yeah, same.
So, congratulations.
So is this so traditional kids game in your country? So in Japan, so we have the same system. For
Yeah,
kids
it is a
to
kids
play.
game actually.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it is a kids game where you can't instead of with the orbs, obviously you just touch the person and they get
Right, right.
frozen or unfrozen. Exactly. That's
In the
exactly
United
what
States
it's
too.
based on.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because we thought that just a Japanese original, but all over the country. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I played it in Boy Scouts, so I mean.
It's truly global.
Just something for the
That's
community.
what's good, like seeing some more games like anything else, like something that people can just keep playing, and even the fact that it has the really nice launch area where some other games wait while serving others. It's a really nice job.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Rukio's world. We'll end up going to Rukio's world.
MMC vibes.
I'm gonna close the world. Okay, so it should be loading. And close the other one. So thankfully this one we actually need multiple people to play. Systems have instructions for desktop players, VR players, runs and freezers. Objective person run will be freezing. From freezers, if the runners avoid freeze and the timer runs out, the runners hold the game. And freezers just runs try to tag them while runners still in the game. So this is asymmetric, so you have two different types. Timer and loading bar versus timer on their hands. We can unfreeze, freezing. Freezes we have to open options. Timing, settings, freeze them. We actually have to physically primary trigger to freeze them, and you can unfreeze. It's either head or hands. And it can take up to 3 seconds. So do we have people to try?
Yes. Boo. I might be sitting this round out.
No, I should probably look at any of the instructions.
Any of the instructions, yeah. It's not loading for me anyway.
So game setup, we're gonna ready join. So there's admin settings. It's made by Shorty0w0 and Beaned. So click join. Så det puts me into the USB avatar. So I'm gonna click to ready up. So do we have everyone ready? Still the Kyle fakes and Karina Gate's not ready.
It's okay, Canadian's almost ready.
Oh, I got squished maybe.
Yeah, click ready. Where's... Oh, this is gonna start where else?
Game starts in 6 seconds.
Too many... Too many errors.
Round starts in 20 seconds. Oh, I'm gonna try that one.
Amazing. Oh, amazing.
That's really cool voting like how it shows. For Square Arena.
Please be freeze.
Oh, that was some freeze there. Ah,
Okay.
they're frozen.
I am frozen, yes.
They're frozen. Freeze.
No, Works, please.
They're all frozen.
Three seconds.
Freeze.
Wait, do it.
Freeze everyone. Froze everyone.
Just murdered us all.
That was fun. We want to do like another round.
Sure.
Oh, did I lose my camera?
You can see the spectator.
There we go.
So you want to check out Spectator?
Oh, and I would like to like check out like if I get like to be around there. I want to like see like more of the maps. Can we try the new stone? Oh, we got a Square Arena. Oh, this one has like a jump thing. Wait, am I freezing again? Ah. Ah. Come on. I'm frozen. Oh no. Wait, I can't jump.
Oh, I went through the map. It's okay.
Ah. You don't get unfrozen. Ah, why didn't it go work? Come on. Just kill it. I'm sure there's more freezers though. It's kind of difficult chasing everyone.
Run! I don't know how long I'm supposed to. No!
Oh. There we go.
What are you supposed to do for? Let's see if I'm freezing. Or, I didn't even look at the timer.
That was really cool one though. Can we try also like the Neos I want to just like see like the last map, the Neos town. Oh wait, oh I didn't ready up. I would still picks me up though. Oh no, I have to flee. Hello. Hello. Who's the freezer?
It's Canadian.
Hello. I got frozen. That is the timer. Let me check it out. I like how it actually changes like the hands to be blue when you're frozen, kind of an indication of it. Oh, he's luring. You're using me as a lure. I'm frozen. It's MMC2020. I don't even welcome unfreeze me. I'm gonna switch your camera on someone else. Oh, it's getting frozen. They're all frozen. What else is remaining? Oh. It was actually good Canadian gets POV. Oh, there we go. That was fun. So this is the freezer tag by, let's see, where's the credits? Let's clear quite a lot of people. Arenas, Shorty0w0w, Beaned, Shorty0w0w, Gore, Mulson Babies, Polygix Team. Oh, there's like a crediting also like other like duels. Aegis Wolf, Great HM. It's a really cool game. I'm gonna also check out the Lounge Spectator Arena with Lounge. How does this one work? They just
Usually you just open it. I'm not sure what happened though.
Oh,
It's a freeze motion.
it's frozen. You can no clip.
Okay, got through it.
We've even got like a launch area. Look at the cake. But yes, if we can support creators and yes, put us in a switch.
And
You just staring through the windows, like lost, confused.
Always something. I don't think there's like actual like launcher. It seems to be like a related like to the game. Spectator view. No game in progress. It's a wolf. It's nice pillows. It's even upstairs. Oh, there's even a chess. There's the beer pong. A fireplace. And even more upstairs. Yes. Server Soviet. Being public folder. Ooh, nice shelves. Or is the peach?
There's even
Still a really nice area. Ooh. This is gonna help you with the freeze tag.
the volley goes into drawer.
A what? It's non-uniform scaling.
This map's 0 out of 10 now.
A what?
This map's 0 out of 10 now.
Yeah, because of the non-uniform scaling. No, this is a really cool map. I really like seeing like games like this, like made in ES. It feels like a little fun to play.
I'm going to admit, this will happen.
This is really, I love like when there's like even like detail put like into like little things like that, like sharing your public folder. So this is the freeze tag by Beaned. So let's check out what's the next one. So we have the weather socket UI. So I'm gonna open that one.
What's happening?